In the realm of superhero films, Superman stands out as a culturally significant figure. When Man of Steel was released in theaters in 2013, director Zack Snyder provided a fresh perspective on the legendary character, opening the way for a new chapter in Superman's cinematic career. As we commemorate 1 year since the sequel's announcement, fans are anxiously expecting a sneak glimpse at Man of Steel 2. As of now, there is no stated plot for Man of Steel 2. In a Collider interview last year, Henry Cavill, who plays Superman, revealed details about the character's future direction. He described Man of Steel as a captivating origin narrative that laid a solid basis for Superman's development and progress. He did, however, accept the darker tone used in Batman vs. Superman, stressing Batman's narrative perspective. This divergence from Superman's essence reflected Cavill's intention to highlight the character's multi-dimensional nature. Cavill stated in the interview that the Justice League Snyder Cut provided a bit deeper study of Superman's character, which aligned with his vision for the famous figure. Despite this, there is an unrealized desire to dive more into Superman's more sympathetic and empathic side, especially after the tragedies depicted in the first film. Cavill hinted at a possible route for Man of Steel 2 in the future. If a sequel is made, it will most likely focus on Superman's kinder and more sympathetic qualities. The aftermath of the catastrophic events shown in the first film might serve as a trigger for further investigation into this aspect of the character. This shift in tone away from the darkness of prior parts implies a wish to present Superman as a beacon of hope and inspiration, representing the traits that have made him a revered superhero. The lack of an officially announced narrative allows for speculation, but Cavill's statements indicate a thematic change that emphasizes Superman's empathy and benevolence. Fans may look forward to a possible sequel that not only addresses the fallout from previous struggles, but also emphasizes the lasting and uplifting traits that constitute the last son of Krypton. As speculation about Man of Steel 2 continues, fans wait for confirmation and more information about the next chapter in Superman's cinematic adventure. By the way, guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for this video, and for more updates, subscribe to our channel. Now let's talk about the cast. The return of familiar characters in Man of Steel 2, including Amy Adams recurring her role as Lois Lane, was certainly expected. Other significant characters from Zack Snyder's DC Extended Universe, like Diane Lane as Martha Kent, Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White, and Harry Lennox as Martian Manhunter, were slated to return. These individuals, who are crucial to Superman's story, would have added to the consistency and richness of the film world. Earlier reports revealed some of the film's production specifics. Charles Roven was set to produce Man of Steel 2, demonstrating the studio's commitment to maintaining continuity in the DCEU. Christopher McQuarrie, noted for his work on Mission Impossible Fallout and his association with Henry Cavill, emerged as a prominent contender for the project when Warner Bros. Was actively recruiting writers. Given his track record in the action genre and prior engagement with the Superman actor, McQuarrie's involvement provided an interesting layer to the project. Unfortunately, unexpected events derailed these good ideas. The takeover by James Gunn and Daniel Safin resulted in an unforeseen turn of events that altered the course of Man of Steel 2. Unfortunately, these unanticipated events led to the breakdown of the film's early ambitions and objectives. The hopes of seeing cherished characters return and explore a new chapter in Superman's journey under the direction of Zack Snyder were crushed. The change in leadership not only affected the cast and crew, but also left fans wondering what may have been. As Man of Steel 2 confronted this unexpected detour, Gunn and Safin's adjustment in creative approach signified a considerable divergence from the original ideas. Despite these obstacles, the ever-changing environment of superhero movies leaves fans guessing about what the famous figure in the DC Extended Universe will do next. With that, let's move on to the burning question: will Henry Cavill's Superman ever return? Fans of comic book movies have grown to expect the unexpected, with celebrities making startling comebacks, as proven by George Clooney's return in DC's The Flash. However, the thought of Henry Cavill resuming his role in the DC world looks to be wishful thinking at the moment. Even if Warner Bros. Has indicated interest in re-signing Cavill, the actor's willingness to do so remains questionable. Given Cavill's turbulent experience as Superman, a job defined by ups and downs, a brief comeback after believing he had completed his stay, and then an unexpected departure owing to a change in leadership, it would be understandable for him to be wary about donning the cape again. The uncertainty surrounding his relationship with the character may make the return of Superman less probable. While the departure of James Gunn and Peter Safran from working with Cavill has been announced, Gunn has hinted at ongoing negotiations about exciting possibilities to work together in the future. While this means that Cavill's comeback hasn't been ruled out, it begs the issue of whether he would be as Superman or in another position inside the DC world. The uncertainty surrounding Cavill's possible comeback adds to the drama. While Henry Cavill may not reprise his famous role as Superman, the possibility of collaborating on other projects keeps the door open for a potential reunion between the actor and the DC world. However, as per the latest update, studio disliked Cavill's script and hired James Gunn for the Superman reboot. According to Fandom Wire, the script for Man of Steel 2 that was presented to Warner Brothers suffered such a big setback owing to its perceived poor quality that the company decided not to proceed with the project. The unhappiness originated from storyline problems, and given the high expectations connected with DC films, Warner Brothers was hesitant to risk a potential failure with a Superman feature. As a result, it was decided to abandon the original idea for Man of Steel 2. In reaction to this failure, the studio hired James Gunn, well known for his work on the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, to launch a relaunch dubbed Superman Legacy. Gunn's introduction of a new concept for the legendary character signaled a major departure in approach. The choice to revamp rather than preserve the current script demonstrated Warner Brothers' dedication to producing excellent material that meets fan expectations. The advent of a fresh vision under James Gunn, on the other hand, may have ramifications for Henry Cavill's involvement. With Gunn's precise restrictions and artistic vision for Superman Legacy, it's unclear whether Cavill's portrayal would be in line with the director's concept. While fans voice their desire for Cavill to reprise his role as the Kryptonian prince in the future, questions over his involvement remain. The possibility of a relaunch and a new filmmaker gives a sense of excitement to the Superman story inside the DC world. While fans wait for further information on James Gunn's Superman Legacy, the potential of Henry Cavill resuming his role remains a source of discussion, keeping the dream alive for a future return of the popular actor as Superman. Regrettably, Man of Steel 2's release date remains unknown for the foreseeable future. Despite Henry Cavill's original declaration in October 2022 that he would reprise his part after a cameo in Black Adam, the plot took an unexpected turn. The new DC Universe executives, James Gunn and Peter Safran, had a different vision for the legendary character, one that did not include Cavill. Gunn and Safran's reimagining of Superman focuses on the hero as a teenage reporter at the start of his extraordinary adventure. Unfortunately for Cavill, this new interpretation of Clark Kent's persona left little opportunity for him since his depiction would age beyond the boundaries of their rendition. The change in approach emphasizes the dynamic nature of the cinematic universe and the developing ideas of the DCU's creative brains. Despite Cavill's momentary anticipation of returning to the Superman role, the evolving plot appears to be setting the road for a new representation, deviating from the path many fans had hoped for. That's it for now. Superman's future in the DCU takes a turn. Will Man of Steel 2 ever soar to reality? What's your take? Please let us know in the comments section.